a lot of them feel like my parents shouldn't have let me come and that it was a, and I quote, waste of my potential because I could have done anything. One of my English teachers told my parents that at a parent-teacher conference, actually. Boulder, Colorado is where all the hippies got kicked out after the 70s and they moved there, or Berkeley. You know, very liberal, not a huge fan of anything conservative or military, but pretty much known since I can remember that I was going to come here. So, both my grandfathers went. One was 38, one was 1951. And then my dad and his three brothers went. They were 62, 64, 72, and 73. And then my older sister is class of 98, and I'm 2009. It actually, the interesting thing, the lineage passes through the female side because, you know, the West Pointer would have a daughter who would marry a West Pointer, would have a daughter who would marry a West Pointer, would have a daughter. So actually really neat to be part of that strong female line.
For the shares. And to do this, we use the dividend growth model.
I was reading a book written by a female graduate, one of the first female graduates here. Reading it this year was very revealing in terms of how her experience and mine were completely different. I have so much respect for those women. I would not have wanted to be in that class. You know, I mean, it's hard enough being a minority, but trying to break all the stereotypes of a man's army and a man's world, and West Point was sort of the bastion of that. I think West Point's come a long way. It's been really rewarding and wonderful, and I've never really felt discriminated against based on the fact that I'm female.
What's it worth today? What are we paying for it today?
75 million. 75 million.
Recently we had a couple people killed, and you know, at breakfast the first captain would get on the poop deck and make an announcement saying, you know, another West Point graduate was killed over in Iraq or Afghanistan, and that definitely brings you pretty close to home. You know, we just had one of the former Reg commanders killed pretty recently, and it's sobering, but you're prepared for that. You know that's what you've signed up for, you know that's what you've committed to, and honestly, it makes you proud. Somebody's got to be willing to make that sacrifice to keep the country free.